Hello, welcome back. Let's continue with our lesson on how to write a press release. And so today we'll talk about press release essentials. We'll look at the format of press releases, the do's and don'ts, where and when to send one, and a few examples on the topic. So, what is a press release? A press release is a written communication to the media with an announcement having news value. The PR officer or a PR agency will write something newsworthy about their company, client or product with the intention of informing the public. A press release is also known as a media release, a news release, or a press statement. A press release is normally emailed or faxed to the relevant editor at the media, namely newspapers and magazines, radio and TV stations, and online magazines. It can also be posted on a website for a global audience. One would normally send or develop a press release to inform the public, internal and external, to attract media attention, for publicity of your product or company, or to announce an appointment or change in your company and to communicate a launch or an event. There are many more examples. Can you think of one? Here are some more examples: accomplishments, awards, a new product, and events and promotions. For instance, let us say your company is hosting a charity ball as an annual fundraiser, so the press release would announce both the event and the significance of the event. Your press release has to follow a specific format, which would include these elements: the date displayed at the top of the page, for immediate release if the news is to be announced on the day so-and-so, heading, this is similar to a headline and must reflect topic, subheading, it is smaller and gives more details of the topic, name, contact details, position at the end, slugline, it is something that is tagged to the very beginning of a news story to let editors know the basic content of the story. For example, Kebble 1. Kebble is the name of the late business Mongol, and if the press release was about him, this would be a unique slug. Every page should be numbered, Kebble 1, Kebble 2, etc. End. You have to reflect the word end on the last page. Here is an example of a typical press release, which is for immediate release. Larry King arrives for show, a heading. The King of Hosts is here, subheading. Date, September the 17th. Show ticket sales commence today at 6 p.m. Location, Wembley Pavilion. The content. Company XYZ is proud to announce its role as the host of this momentous event in London. Due to popular demand, we are flying in Mr. Larry King to our annual XYZ show. To ensure that there is sufficient opportunity to hear this celebrated host and to attend the show, it will be repeated on Tuesday the 24th as indicated above. Please ensure that you book your tickets in time, either at the stadium or online at www.amazingshow.com. Tickets will retail at XYZ. End of press release. Contact Mr. Gary Cooper, PR consultant at amazingshow.com. Add your phone number. You may also include a physical address of a contact. If you are wondering what to include in the content, I would advise you to think twice, as content is king. Engage into brainstorming sessions to come up with ideas. As in the example, it may be the announcement of an event or an appointment. Your press release should include dates, names with correct spelling, places, event details, contact details, and follow the format outlines under format. Should you be considering doing a feature story for your company or product, this must be preceded by a press release, as journalists, editors and reporters would then be more amenable to receiving a feature story from you. But what if you do not want the press release printed immediately? Here comes the embargo. The term embargo is used if a story, a release, is to be withheld until a specific date. The story is emailed to the media early, and this is an instruction to hold back the story until the embargo date. This is referred to as an embargoed press release. Generally, newspapers and television stations would not break an embargo. The same applies if it is sent to a press release distribution company for posting on their site. For example, imagine that you are representing a political party. As their PR, you send details regarding their campaign, including data taken at the polls by voters. This information may only be relevant on the day of the elections, and the data may change. It is therefore critical that the embargo be honoured. So here is the sample press release. Write a brief and to the point headline in bold. Can you see from the sample? The simplest method to create the press release headline is to extract the most important keywords from your press release. From these keywords, try to frame a logical and attention-grabbing announcement. Actually, the first sentence should also grab the reader and say concisely what is happening. Use double spacing and wide margins for your press release.